Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the next 3 months. So this will cover the periods between October, November, and December. This would be quarter 4 or Q4 if you're more of a business person. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. So we did have a few cards here that popped out. Might be a burden in love that's showing up here, but let's try to get some confirmation on that. I don't take pop outs, but that's what came out. Anyway, do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow. I'm using the Gilded Tarot, the Prism Oracle, as well as the Kipper Oracle. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, let's go and see what we have here. Make sure we're all set up and in view. We'll get right into it. Okay. Okay, we'll take a couple of these and take a couple of these as well. Do hope you're doing well. All right. Energy on the bottom, you have the Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles is about your prospects in life. This can suggest that some of you here have an opportunity coming from another person or from a group situation, maybe through collaboration, because you have these 2 3s here to start off in the cross. We'll talk about that more. They're going to be, there is somebody else involved here in your life. This could be romantic. Some of you are thinking about a romantic situation, but for some of you, this is connected to money in some ways. There's somebody else involved here in the next 3 months for you that could be pretty significant. The Page of Pentacles can also just say that generally there's good news coming your way. If it's not about your prospects in life looking good, which, you know, it does, you have a very good reading here, Sagittarius, for the rest of the year. Of course, we're going to be rolling into Sagittarius season, you know, through this next 3-month period. But, you know, you have a prospect here, whether this is a romantic prospect or this is a business or finance prospect. It's here, right? It's here. And I definitely like that this is on the bottom. So the other thing, just keep in mind, pages connect to offers, invitations, news. And so I think that the fact that you have not only this 2 of Cups here, but also that we have these double 3s to start off the reading with a page, you know, I think this is going to be a potentially busy period of time involving other people for you in this quarter, in the last quarter of the year. So let's go ahead and let's dive into this. So in the overall situation, you do have this 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is, you know, this can be about collaboration. It can be about partnerships and alliances, especially as you have this 3 of Cups, like I've said, very interesting combination for you to start off here in this cross. But the 3 of Wands, if it's more about you, it can indicate like, it's a really nice card. It can indicate like adventure on the horizon. It can talk about you kind of getting that faraway look in your eyes, kind of looking out at distant horizons and recognizing that you have the entire world in front of you. This card says that you have built on the plan of the 2 of Wands, and you now are ready to sort of, you know, set your plans in motion and really go for something with this energy here. This can really be about growth and expansion, good opportunity. Also import, output, like, export, import, input, output, but like export, import in a trade sense, such as like buying, selling, export, import. So like there, it can be indicated with trade as well in one's life, buying, selling. Business as well, like taking your business to another level or expanding your business in some way. You do in the problem position have the 3 of Cups. Okay, so if you look at the 3 of Cups, many people will say in its detriment, when you get it in a detriment, which you have it in the problem position, this can indicate that maybe there's a third party situation brewing in your life. I actually think it's more connected to competition, because you have the 7 of Wands here in the external situation, which we're going to talk about. You have a love interest on your mind here with the 2 of Cups in the upper row, and it is possible that this person is in a love triangle or there's another person involved. Here. What just came into my mind as I said that? Yeah, there could just be another person here involved in this situation. Now, if this is not connected to love at all, the Three of Cups says, in this case, be careful that you are not just collecting partnerships for the sense just to have partnerships. In other words, are the people that you're bringing into your life, whether it's love or business or socially, because the Three of Cups is their social circles, are these people benefiting you? Are they filling your cup up, or are they draining your cup? And I think for some of you here, this is very important also over the next 3 months, because there are clearly an abundance of people showing up here. In the past, you have the Four of Pentacles. You've been hesitant here to start something connected to business, work. I think that's going to change. I think some of you will be like, all right, well, now or never, you know? Now or never. And I know this, I'm a Sagittarius rising. It's like, the thing about the Sagittarius frequency is when a Sagittarius energy hesitates, it's a big challenge for them. Sagittarius energy, Sagittarius people, the Sagittarius frequency needs to be spontaneous. That's the truth, okay? Sagittarius is all about the truth. And how do you get closer to the truth? By being spontaneous, by doing what you feel guided to do. Not being impulsive, not putting yourself in negative situations, but doing what you feel guided to do, being a spontaneous participant with the universe. And I think for some of you here that you've been hesitant in the past, maybe to deploy cash, and that is to say, maybe some of you have been waiting to make an investment here, but I also think some of you have been hesitant in other areas of your life, I think connected to people. And again, it's sort of like, just like a Sagittarius that is negative is a sad Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is supposed to be optimistic. A Sagittarius that is hesitant is also a sad Sagittarius. And this is something that I would maybe really ask you to think about or ponder if you really resonate with your Sagittarius placement. Maybe you're rising, maybe you're a moon, maybe you're a Venus, maybe you're not a Sagittarius sun sign. But I would really contemplate this idea of, where am I being hesitant? Where am I getting wrapped up in analysis paralysis? And where can I be more spontaneous in my life? In the future, you have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands basically says, plan, prepare, discover. Get yourself ready. Set your plans in place. Once you have your plan in place, the Three of Wands takes those plans and puts them in motion. The Three of Wands expands. But you have to start with the two. Okay, so look, there's this weird push-pull here in this reading where in the past you've been hesitant. Planning is important. I think that there's this message that's showing up here for you where it's like, plan, don't over-prepare, but like make sure you have like at least an outline of where you're going. Okay, know where you're going, and then allow yourself to be guided or spontaneous. But like, you do need to know where you're going, right? You need to have an outline here with the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. I think do as much as you can to get yourself ready for this next wave of energy, because you have something really, really nice here. This is a really nice reading. I don't love the Three of Cups in the problem position for your relationships, your connections, but at the same time, I really think what that's saying is there are a lot of people involved here. You're probably bringing a lot of people into your circle or into your zone of frequency, if you will. And you may just want to be careful that you're not attracting an energy that is draining you at this time. Now, on your mind, in your awareness, what you are aware of, this is in your thoughts. You have the Two of Cups. You're thinking of somebody, okay? Or you're thinking about partnership generally. What does partnership look like for you? You know, and this could be romantic partnership. What does business partnership look like for you? Like, do you need to connect with more people? In a career reading, the Two of Cups is about you collaborating, especially as you have double threes here in the cross. Again, this is a very important topic for you, other people, over the next 3 months. And, you know, I think some of you are thinking about love, particularly if you're a single Sagittarius. I actually just think that there's competition around you in some respects as well. And maybe you're just trying to figure out how to handle that. Maybe you've never experienced this before. Although, maybe you've never experienced this before. But the thing is, like, as you stop hesitating, like as you start to go for more things, you're going to attract more competition. Now, in the subconscious, you have a very nice energy for you, specifically the Wheel of Fortune. This is the energy of Jupiter. Jupiter is your ruling planet, Sagittarius. Jupiter expands. So you have two messages here of expansion, of growth. The thing about the Wheel of Fortune, it can be associated with luck, but it's really about your destiny. And it says that right now your destiny could be arriving. The thing is, if you don't do anything, in other words, if you stay in this Four of Pentacles energy, it doesn't matter if the wheel has spun in your favor. The wheel's going to keep spinning. So don't let life pass you by, okay? If not now, then when? If not now, then when? There is this interesting thing that I heard, and I really wish I knew who said this, but like highly successful people, I'm talking like millionaires, billionaires, the difference is not necessarily like IQ, the difference is urgency. Very successful people, millionaires, billionaires, there's a sense of urgency. It's not that they're the smartest person in the room. It's that they have more urgency than the next person. In the staff, in the direction that you were headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is like total abundance. It's like, what more could you ask for when you get the Ten of Pentacles? It's being completely satiated in life. I mean, you can see here, there's this chest of Pentacles here, full, you know, to the brim with, Pentacles. This can indicate total abundance in one's life. It can be associated with inheritances, but it can also be associated with your legacy. More so like your legacy. It's an empire card, as I like to say. It's somebody who wants to build their empire out. And notice the sun symbolism here as well. It is interesting. I'm not always drawn to that, but the idea of the sun is that it allows you to connect to the truth, and the sun also allows you to fully express yourself. I think that this is abundance it could be in a material sense, as you do have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom, and you have these two energies of growth and expansion, but I would be very careful to look at this from like a lottery perspective. When I'm talking about this, I'm not talking about like winning the lottery. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you being able to fully move into your legacy here at this time. Like the moves that you're making today will not just be temporary. The moves that you're making today will set yourself up for many years to come when you get the Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Or this could be saying that you've taken moves in the past, you've made moves in the past, and now those moves are being fully realized here. So this is about action, okay? This is about action. Although there is some luck, on your reading, I would just be very cautious about doing things like gambling. I'm certainly not promoting that. I'm certainly not saying that that's something you should do. In the external influence, you have the Seven of Wands. This is about competition. You have the Three of Cups in the problem position, which indicates other people, your social circle, the people around you. And externally, this is the external spot, connects to other people as well, or people around you. You have competition. Okay, so the thing is, I almost get the sense that this is not something that you experience a lot. And it is possible that some of you are just needing to handle competition. It's probably because you're being successful here in the next 3 months. And honestly, success breeds competition. That's unfortunately the way it works. In the hopes and fears, you have the Hermit. Some of you are afraid of being alone here, which is why you're really thinking about partnership with the Two of Cups. Yeah, some of you are really afraid of being alone. And, I would say maybe you want to contemplate that if that's something that you resonate with. In the outcome, you have the Ace of Swords, which is a big victory. The Ace of Swords, well, it's the first victory in the suit of Swords, and it's really like a breakthrough. It can talk about like divine insight, divine inspiration. It can talk about like the clouds clearing. It's a breath of fresh air. It's a breakthrough. And for some of you, this is probably the best or one of the best readings I've done for these Q4 readings. So you have something very nice here. The energies are a little dicey in October and, October, I'm looking at the next 3 months, but October, but yours looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. Let's go ahead and take a look at these 3 tarot cards. So you have the King of Pentacles, you have the Fool, and you also have the 5 Swords. King of Pentacles is another Empire card. So you have 2 of them here with the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who's very successful in potentially business or their career. You have the Fool, which is a powerful new beginning. It's like a blank slate. It's your child self. It's connecting with your child self. It's really going for something. It's the opposite of the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles hesitates. The Fool has no reason to hesitate. And they really jump into something. 5 Swords, there's maybe just a situation with other people here that's a little bit dicey, or just partnerships here with the 5 Swords. But again, it's like one card never makes a reading, and you have an extremely positive reading here. Let's take a look at these. Take a look at these cards. So you have Kipper cards. So you have Distant Horizons, Marriage, and Community. I do think that some of you, I mean, look, the Community card, this is just like, again, confirmation after confirmation after confirmation here. Social circle, community, other people being involved. 3, right? There are all of these confirmations that other people are very, very important in your situation. You have Distant Horizons. I knew we were going to get that card. You had that 3 of Wands where I was talking about the Distant Horizons. Distant Horizons says like maybe 3 to 6 months, but it says that there are good times ahead. And you also have this Marriage card. Let's see here. Okay, so this, I do think that the Marriage card could connect to your business or your work in some way, in that maybe you're forming a new partnership or an alliance. Some of you, it's like on the love end of this, I really think you want something long-term. And if they're not long-term, it's probably just not going to be what you're looking for. Let's see here. You have isolation, anxiety, and success. I think some of you, your connection to other people here is extremely important. Like, I know I keep saying that, but with isolation and anxiety, some of you may just want to join a group like outside of your work, and you might meet people. I think you connecting with more people, moving out of isolation here and moving out of hesitation is going to bring a lot of success into your life. So, incredible reading. Really excited for the Sagittarius energy here for Q4. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.